Okay. All right. I think I'm working now. I think it's working. I can see the microphone moving, so I think we're good. Let me know. Hi. Can you hear me now? Perfect. I don't know what happened. So I guess I need to pay attention to how long I'm on because if those disconnect, then I guess you can't reconnect them. Because now my microphone down here is working, but I don't know, the whole situation's weird, always. Okay. So what I was saying when I'm gonna wait until Angela gets back on because it was her question. So hopefully she gets back on. Hi, how are you? Okay. So I was saying, Angela, there is a way. So in all of my listings, there's a variant and you can choose different variants. So I have like different types of shirts that you can order. So if you want a puff sleeve or a ruffle sleeve or just a regular or a black or a white or a gray, you have all those different variants. So you can use those variants as your different fabric choices and you can list as many as you want in there. So you should be able to do it. Narrow this one, I just continued because I was on live earlier for like a while and my AirPod went dead. And so when I went to go switch it to my other, because I only use one, and it wouldn't connect. Yes, Shopify. Can you do a sublimation tee? Sure. Yeah, I can do anything you guys want. I have until, let's see, it's 12:45. I have my alarm set for 2:05, so I have a little over an hour. You never got a notification? No, that's yeah, well, I haven't been on in forever, so maybe maybe my notification status isn't great. I didn't get the notice that you were live earlier. I just got the notice. Sad. Aw. Yeah, I was live earlier. But I mean, you can rewatch it if you want, but it was literally just organizing my shop, putting together these right here. I'm gonna actually replace those cubes with these. So I'm gonna put these up there. I'm gonna get 4 more of these to put all my shirts inside of here and get rid of those and put these up because these have a lot more room and they look nicer. So that's what we did in that live. I just organized, put fabric away, stuff like that. Going to try it. Yes. So yeah, just use the variant as all your different fabric choices for each one. Hi Laura, how are you? Trying to do that. You can kind yeah. Yeah, that was today. I'm like, I just need to organize. I have and it's not even I mean, just that part is organized. I'm just glad I have that situation over there put away finally. Okay, so sublimation shirt. So first things first, you have to have a sublimation printer. I don't know if you have that or not, but I converted my Epson, I think it's the 26 something. What model is this? 2760. So you, how do you remember all that? You haven't even used it. So they want me to do a sublimation tee. So let me see what file I have. I'll do a Valentine's one so that I can actually use it. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I ended my live, so it put me on another live. That's weird. No, I'm on live, but my left AirPod died. And so usually, like if I'm talking to Sandra and it dies, I can go switch it out for the other one and it'll stay connected. But it ended the live. So I always have to have it on here so I can see the comments. No, that's the back of me. Okay, hold on. What are you having? And I'll have that.
Split pan.
Yeah. Just heat it up more because I'm talking. Thanks, Amber. I'm trying to do that. Let's see. You do. I have the same printer and mine hasn't been working properly for months. Have you had any issues with clogs or lines across the images? No, I've never had any issues with that. But what I do have issues with is it staying connected to my computer. So if I haven't used it in a while, which I just used it like 2 days ago, so I'm gonna see if it does it, and then I can walk you through like what I do. But I have issues with it just not connecting with my computer. So I have to uninstall and reinstall, which sounds like a pain, but it takes like 2 minutes. It's not a big deal. It's frustrating because I have to do it pretty much every time. But if I consistently use it every day, I don't have to do that. But I haven't had any issues with anything else. I love it. It's perfect. The only thing is I want to get a bigger one because it only prints 8.5 by 11. So, but yeah. So let me see what I have. I have so many images in here. So let me see what I have. I'm going to go to my purchases. I pretty much purchase all of my sublimation or I don't call them sublimation. I call them my PNGs because I can use the PNG for sublimation or for DTF. So I can use it for any. So, what I'm going to actually do is show you guys that right now because I'm probably going to, I'll do sublimation to show you, but I'll probably offer it in DTF because I like DTF better. Just a personal preference. So I will print them both out at the same time. This one's obviously going to take longer, but I'll show you guys how I do that. So let's go to view all my orders. And let's see here. I'll do a sublimation. Do you guys want me to do a girl shirt or a boy shirt? I'm gonna do a boy one. I love this one. This is super cute. It says "Chicks Dig Me," and it's a picture of a little chick. It's super cute. I already purchased that, so I need to just download it. View downloads. Actually, let me see. I think I already downloaded it. I'm all over the place right now. Let's see. Downloads. Let's go to here. I have it in I have a folder named PNG for DTF, and then I'm gonna do Valentine's 2023. That's the only one I have. I'm actually gonna do this one for you guys because I want to make this for myself. So this one's already downloaded. It is a Valentine's coffee shirt, kind of similar to the one that I made for Christmas. So we're going to open this one up. I'm gonna go into, I do it all in Canva. That's how I create my stuff. I don't know what you want to say. So because I am doing it on 8.5 by 11, I'm going to gonna go home. I wish I had a camera behind me so you guys can see me. I can't move that camera though. I should have went live on my phone so I could. But I'm just going to create a design in Canva and I'm going to do a custom size and I'm just going to do, I want it to be, let's see, I'm going to make it a small. So I'm going to grab my sweater and what I like to do is measure how big I want it. So sweater, I'm going to make myself so you guys can see me over here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see right there. Okay, so this is my sweater. This isn't the sublimation one, this is the DTF one, but it's gonna be, I'll make, I have a sublimation, let me see, hold on, let me just double check to make sure I have a sublimation shirt for myself. To make sure, all shirts for myself I keep under here. Let me just make sure I can use this. These are all for me down here. I have so many. These are boys. Let's see, what kind is this? This is only, this is 50-50. So I'm gonna try this one and we'll see how it turns out. We will see. So we'll use this one. It's just a comfy tee. So it's also an ash color. Both of these are ash. This is like a gray ash. This is like an oatmeal ash. So I'm a really, I love the ash color. I don't know why, I just do. I think it's super pretty. So the first thing I do is I measure, and I always measure between the shoulders. That's just how I do it. I don't know if there's a real right or wrong way to do it, but I usually take it from like the corner or the middle of the shoulder blade to the other middle of the shoulder blade. And that's kind of how I like kind of guide it. So it's gonna be like 10.5 inches is what I'm gonna want mine at. So that's what I'm gonna do it at. And then this one, I'm just gonna do them the same. So 10.5, I'll just put that there. So okay, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna do the width at 11 because, okay, so in Canva, I always make the width horizontal because I'm gonna be printing my print horizontal. So that way you can just see it in Canva that way. It's gonna be an 8.5 by 11 sheet, but I'm gonna do it horizontal, if that makes sense. So 11 by 8.5 inches. I'm gonna create my design. It's gonna give me that paper that's 8.5 by 11. I'm gonna go upload my file. I don't think I already have it uploaded. I might. I don't. So I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna go to here, my PNG files. I'm gonna go to, I named it Valentine's 2023. And I got this one off of Creative Fabrica. I'm a member of Creative Fabrica, so if you aren't a member, I highly suggest being a member because you can download all their stuff and use it. And they usually have really cute stuff. So this is their one that they emailed me, and I thought it was super cute. I love coffee, and the image is just exactly my forte. It has all the colors that I like, just very muted, like pinks and stuff, not super bright, and I love it. So I took the image down and I cropped it exactly. I like to get it right on the edges. The reason why I do that is for DTF, I like to have it right on the borderline, like as close up as I can. That way I know exactly how big to make it on my printer. So I know that this is, I know I want my image to be 10.5 inches. So I'm gonna go the biggest I can. In Canva, you can get it up to 10 and well, I can literally see how big I'm doing it right now. So it says it's 10.5. So I'm gonna go 10.75 basically. And I'm gonna center it. So this one is going to be sublimation one. I'm gonna name it sublimation. And the reason why I'm doing two separate ones is because sublimation, I can only print 8.5 by 11. DTF, I have full sheets. So I'm gonna do it, and what I do for DTF, before I get any further, I have, if I don't use up a full sheet, I cut off the excess and I use that for smaller prints. So like I'm gonna see how big or how wide this print is. right now to see if I can use up. Is it better? Prints 8.5 by 14, legal size. Ah, I didn't know that. Okay. I don't know why it's messing up. Okay. Is it clear or is it fuzzy? I'm just gonna get a piece out of here. So this is my, where I keep all my paper under here, and I'm gonna grab a piece that I've cut off so I don't waste a whole sheet of paper. And it's only 7.5 inches wide. So I'm gonna see if I have one that I can use. So these are pretty much all the same. Huh? Thank you. Love you. It's pixelating fuzzy, but I see you. Ah, little glitchy. I don't know why it was fine earlier. This is weird. I wonder if it's because I'm on my computer. Let me hurry and do this, and I'll shut my computer off the internet and see. So this sheet right here is 8.5 inches, so I'm pretty sure we're fine on that. So let's use this biggest one that I have. And I'm gonna put it back here. So I don't think technically you're supposed to do this, but again, it's still 13 inches wide. It fits through the printer. So I just set it in here at those dimensions. So it prints. I've never had an issue with it. So I use my scraps because the film is expensive. So if you waste it, I don't like to waste it. So we're gonna get that situated. Don't worry, I'm gonna do the sublimation one too. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real fast and I'll get out of here. So let me download this one. I use A-sub paper, just like everybody else. And I just have my settings already set to the printer. So I'm going to go here and I'm just going to choose my printer. I have a preset for sublimation settings. And I'm going to print and hope that it prints because it's been a couple of days. Let's see here. Is it still fuzzy? Sorry, we have really bad connection here, so it always messes up. And it's not gonna work, I don't think. So Okay, so when that doesn't work, what I have to do is basically I go to Google. I have it already in a tab because it happens so often. And I go to, it's an Epson driver download. It doesn't take that long, I promise. I just download it again. And these are the steps I do every time. So once it's done, I'll open it. So I read about this, that they had this glitch with the 2760 and that this happened every time. Sandra did something to hers to where it doesn't do that anymore, but I don't know. I got out on mine, so I'm not really sure why mine keeps doing that, but I just redo it every time, and it doesn't take very long. I did update it. Hey, Sarah. I just got on. But apparently nobody got notification, and my camera is glitching, and all sorts of bad things are happening right now, so it's not really a great live. I'm trying. I'm doing sublimation right now. I'm showing someone how to do a sublimation shirt. My printer connects. Also, I'm going to do, let me get on this computer and start this while it's going. Get this going since it takes a while anyway. This print shouldn't take that long because it's not as big. So I basically on here, I just go to Canva and download and then upload it into my software. So I'm gonna make a copy of the shirt that I just made for the sublimation. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit the canvas right here. I'm gonna edit that, or resize that, I should say, to the width of 13 because I want to be able to see how big it is on the 13. So now I'm going to move it all the way up to the top-ish, and I'm going to make it 10.5 inches. So I know exactly how big it is. I'm going to center it because I like all my pictures centered. And I'm going to scoot it all the way up to the top because, again, on the DTF printer, it'll print as close to the top of the paper, but you want to leave a good space on the bottom. So I have a good 1.5-ish on the bottom. Not quite that much, but good enough. And so then I'm going to save this one as DTF Valentine's print. Instead of sublimation. And then I'm going to download this with a transparent background, the same thing you would do for sublimation. I always make sure it's at least 3,000 pixels, PNG, downloading it, and then I'm going to bring that up into my program. So it just came up. It's calibrating all of that. Over here, I got to put in my, can you guys hear me okay? Is it still blurry? Okay, so it's up on here, and what it automatically does is it automatically mirrors it, so I don't ever have to worry about it being mirrored. But what I do then go in here and I do a crop and a manual crop. So that way I can adjust everything and make sure it's the exact size that I want. So when I get a custom order, this is what I do. I go in here and I manually crop it in the program up as close as I can up to the picture, not cutting anything off. And then I create that crop. And so then what I end up doing is deleting all these little, whoops, undo. I want to undo that. How do I undo that? I've never had to undo something. So where's the undo button? All right, let's just bring that back in because I messed that up. Okay, back to where we were. Manually do that. Get all the way, I have to get real close to the computer because my eyes are bad. But you can manually crop this inside of this program, and then I just hit create, hit OK, and I'm going to not do that one because that's the one I did last time. Delete. I want to go to page, manual layout. So I'm moving. Let's see. I want to. Let's see. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay, so all these little, you can't see it because my camera. Next time I do this, I will put you guys on my phone so you can see it. So anyway, I'm centering this. I'm putting it to the very top so that I get as much out of this extra film that I cut off the edge of the last one and I didn't want to waste. So I'm making sure I can use up all my scraps. So this one is exactly how big I want it. So if I bring it all the way to the edge, this is 10.5, about 10.5 inches big, but I can always adjust it as well. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger, maybe to like there. And then I'm going to scoot it all the way to the top to the center. And should be good. Okay, so now I'm going to print this. And then we're going to get the sublimation one going too. Oh, I'll try Control Z on another time. I already redid it. Continue, wireless connection. This printer is already on my Wi-Fi. Sorry if it's blurry. I have a lot of stuff going on with my internet right now. Okay, continue. Hi, Beth. How are you? I'm good. I'm just trying to organize my shop and just get my life organized before I open up my shop again because it's going to get busy again. Register my product now, new, continue, and then it's set. So that's all you have to do. It would go really, really fast, but I was doing that over there, so it took a little bit longer. But that's all I have to do. I mean, it's a pain in the rear, but it works. Okay, done. Next, no. and it's done. Okay, done. So I'm just gonna print it now. So I already have the 60 sublimation settings. I made it as a preset, so I never have to do it. And even though I had to like reinstall it because I didn't use it enough or whatever the reason is behind that, I still have my sublimation settings set. So I never have to like redo those again. I did, however, write them down in case I do have to do it again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and print that. And it's printing. So we have that printing. We have that printing. There are two different ways of, so this is sublimation over here, and this is DTF over here. Sublimation is heated into the fibers of your shirt, so you can't feel it, and it looks, the colors are, we're gonna compare them to see. This one is probably gonna be a lot brighter, and it feels more along the lines of like a vinyl shirt, but it's not, it's very soft to the touch. It's not, this actually is actually way more vinyl-y than my DTF. I don't know if it's the ink I use or the process. I don't know. I can't explain it. But this printer gives it a very soft feel. So those are printing. All right, while we're waiting, I can. This is why I hate using cameras, because I just need my phone so I can move around. How do I angle this the right way? I don't really know. I'm gonna move it backwards, I guess, over here. No, not that way. We're gonna go. Sorry guys, I'm moving you again. We're gonna go down. You guys are, what are you doing? I need to go get my phone so I can see what's happening. Okay. So I can just turn it now. So whenever I need to turn it, I can just turn the camera. So I could just go like this over here. And just turn it like that. Is that super bright? Why is it so fuzzy? Is it really fuzzy to you guys? Shouldn't be like that. I don't know why it's so fuzzy. Do you guys want me to start another one on my phone? This camera is weird right now. But anyway, look at those pretty heat presses over there. That light is really bright though for you guys. Here, let me turn these ones off. Is that better? Because it looks super clear on my end on my computer, but I don't know, I can't tell. Okay. So I got the new print or the new heat press. It's the Fusion IQ, and it is the 360. Is it the 360? I got the Fusion IQ hat press and the Fusion IQ Hotronics. So I have it set to, let me do it to sublimation. You can do your settings however, like whatever settings you want. So I have in like custom settings, I have tags. When I press my tags, I have it just for regular pressing, have it for embroidery. So when I do the birthday shirts and then I do the tender touch on the back and then, or the cloud cover, whatever you use, and then pressing it on the front. So I have all my different settings. So for sublimation, I haven't done sublimation on this yet. So trying to remember what I did for sublimation. Sandra, do you remember what settings we used? I think I wrote them down somewhere. Right here. Okay. I did write them down. See, I write everything down. So I'm going to add a new one, and I'm going to put it as sublimation. It was 400 is what we did. Hey, Sandra, or Sarah, I got this one on Amazon 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, and it still works. So, I mean, if you're just starting, get an Amazon one. These ones are real expensive. They're amazing, but if you're just starting and need one, just get one from Amazon. So you were close. You were 5 degrees off, which is not that much. So we did 90 seconds. Okay. And then, so you can put in, so usually when you do like for me, like when I do DTF, I'll press it and then you let it cool and then you do a second pressing. You don't have to. It's recommended though, because it'll like get really into the fibers of the shirt. So on here, you can do your first press at however many seconds. You can put your second press at however many seconds, because I don't like to do it the full time. But so yeah, it's really neat to be able to have these settings on here. So anyway. So I'm just messing around with this right now while we're waiting. Okay, so I'm going to put sublimation on here. I'm going to go to home. I'm going to choose sublimation so it heats up to that. Okay. Alrighty, how's the camera? Is it okay? Sublimation is done printing. You did your 385 for 60 seconds on that press. Oh. $385 for 60 seconds. Okay. Well, let's try that if you have this press. I've never done sublimation on this press before. I do know that this one does get a little bit hotter, so let's try it. We all learn from each other, right? Don't you love this press? I love it. I don't do the swing away. Obviously, I don't have room for it, but I love how it like pulls out like this. I do want to lower it because I am short. So I do want to lower this. You can lower this. I think I'm going to bring it down to like here. That way it's down a little bit because it is raised. So it's a little bit higher than that one. I always put off getting one just because I always talk myself out of it because I don't need one, but I don't have sublimation or anything, and I'm afraid that I'll never use it, and then I would. But once you get one, add like sublimation or whatever to your shop. It's just able to like being able to add like more things. Yeah. So the reason why I got it wasn't for the swing away. I got it for this right here because I know how you can like pull this out. So that was why I got it. I didn't get it for the swing away. I like how it has that option, but I don't use it for that. But I do want to lower it because I didn't realize how much higher it is compared to my other one. And I love how you can set the timer on it. So I usually have it set to come on. I have had it turned off because I haven't been using it this week. So I turned the timer off. But you can set a timer for it to come on at 9 a.m. is when I usually get into the shop after dropping the kids off from school. So I have it set to turn on and start heating up at 9 a.m. And then I have it set to turn off at 2 because I leave the shop at 2 to go pick up the kids. So it's really nice that you can set that feature because sometimes I'll leave and I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot to turn the heat press off and like freak out, call my husband, tell him to come check. So it's really nice that it has that feature. But like I said, being like throughout the holidays and stuff, I just shut it off on the back switch. So when I have the timer on, I have to leave it on all the time so that it's powered on, obviously, to turn on and heat up. But so this last like 2 weeks, I've had it like shut off. So that is why I should have turned it on earlier. Even if you forget, it will automatically turn off if you don't press. Yeah, it has like a delayed, like if you don't use it for like an hour or 2 or whatever, it turns off automatically. I do remember that because when I was using it and I was embroidering and stuff and I got caught off, like I was just doing other things and I went to go press, it was like turned off. It wasn't turned off, like powered off, but the heat was off. So it's like, oh, that's interesting that it does that. It's really awesome. I don't enable anybody. I just tell you how it would be nice to just be able to have that sort of stuff. Okay, so this is my DTF one. I'm just waiting for it to be done printing, so I'm trying to kill time. Sorry. So this is the print. I don't know if you guys saw it or not from Creative Fabrica, but this is the one that I printed. If you guys can see that. Obviously, it looks dull because it's on sublimation paper, but when we sublimate it, it'll look way better, but it's very muted mauve colors, super pretty. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that is free downloadable, I think to anybody, but I love it. Well, on this heat press, I did 400 degrees at 90 seconds. But on this machine, somebody has already done it and said it was at 385 for 60 seconds. Correct me if I'm So I'm going to try her settings to see if it's worked because this is brand new and I haven't done sublimation on this printer yet. So I'm loving that we're doing this so that I can get just some practice time in. I also love that you can put your printer or your shirt like underneath here and you don't have to like, it just is so much easier. I'm also moving this out of here because it is in my way and I don't use it as often as I want to, but I love that it's on wheels. I actually like drilled it onto this table. I bought this table on Amazon so I can just move it and I'm going to put it outside of my shop so that when I do use it, I can just bring it in and use it and I can use this space for something else. We'll see what that is. So yeah, so I do love that. And this is my shirt, so I'm not like super, where's my roller? Specific on anything. Oh, this right here. I am going to put right now. This is my parchment paper down here. Did that just roll out on me? Go in. I'm probably doing this all backwards because I haven't done this in forever, but I don't want to ruin my new Teflon that I put on here. So I'm going to put this underneath here. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see too, but it's centered to me. And I just check, I always have like the arms, I make sure they're nice and good. And I have, where did I put it? This t-shirt guide that is acrylic, so it doesn't burn or melt or anything. It's really like very thick and sturdy. So I love this t-shirt guide. And I just find the center, and I always look on here on where to center it. So it's perfectly centered right there. I need to scoot it over more this way. There's probably a way easier way to do this, and I know I just threw it on here. Okay. So I'm going to, I don't know how you guys do this. And I don't know like if you're supposed to do this or not. I don't know. I don't really do sublimation that much. So I just tear off around the edges. So if any of you guys are sublimation experts in here, you can tell me what to do, because I don't do this very often. I just know you don't want like super hard lines. But if there's an easier way, I would love an easier way. I tried using my pinking shears, but those kind of did make it like more prominent lines. This just seems like a pain if you're doing like a lot of shirts. I need another piece. See, I wasn't prepared for this. Oh, by the way, I love this tape that I have. It's the pink tape. I don't like this other tape, but this pink tape is amazing. It doesn't leave marks or anything like that on your shirts like some of the other stuff does. Yeah, so if you want that tape, I get it on Amazon, just like everything else. So this isn't quite ready yet. It's not heated up quite yet, but I'm gonna go check on the print over here and see how that's looking. I just wanted to get that ready. Keeps it from causing an outline on the shirts. Let's see. I have an idea for a new item for my shop, so I'm trying to research how I want to make it. The research process. Was it creepy when it was coming forward? Yeah. Sarah, I don't know if I retracted that message or if you did. And if I did, I'm sorry. I hit a button and I don't know why that happened. A deckled edge ruler works great when you can just rip against the deckled edge. Where do you get a deckled edge ruler? Amazon, I'm assuming. I get my stuff on Amazon every day. Don't forget the parchment paper. I know, I knew you guys were gonna think I forgot that because I already put the shirt on. So this is almost done. It looks so good. I wish I could just bring my camera over to show you guys. So I think I'm just gonna do lives on my phone and quit worrying about this stupid camera thing. I wanted to try it out because I have to use it for my lives on Sewing Machines Plus, but I don't move around on those lives. I'm stationary, so it's different. Oh, okay, good. I was like, I hope I didn't like delete your message. Scrapbooking, but it works great for that. Okay. I'm gonna look it up real quick so I don't forget. So my whole thing now is I want to be able to offer sublimation because everybody has a different opinion on what they like. All customers do. So some people want embroidery, but some people, their kids don't like embroidery because it itches their skin or whatnot. Some people want the DTF. Some people want sublimation. So everyone wants something different. So I want to be able to offer anything. I'll have like a drop down bar that has the same design for whatever kind they want. I'll give them that choice. It's called a decal edged ruler. I've never even heard of that. Ah, that makes sense. Nice. Okay. Well, that didn't take too long on that print. I don't think Abby likes embroidery because it irritates her. Yeah, a lot of kids don't. So how do you use that? Do you just use your, I mean, oh, you just tear it against the ruler, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, because sitting there tearing it like that is ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for that other one to like heat. What's this at? We're almost there. That's the only thing. That's why I put the timer on this to heat up before I need it because it takes a while to heat up for this beast, but I like sublimation because you can't feel it, but I kind of feel like it is more work. Like I feel like everything has its own process. You know what I mean? Everything has its own process. Get the metal one? Okay. Yeah, I saw a plastic one. I always, yeah, I'll get the metal one. I'm cutting out. Okay, so that guy messaged me back about the oily fill. Let's see what he said. When you say oily, do you mean the residue released by the transfer after it's been cured and sitting around a while? No, I mean after I cure it. I mean straight after I cure it. How should I tell him, Sandra? You saw me when I touched it. So after I cure it, straight after I cure it, it has like a oily residue. If I touch it, it leaves an oil on my hand. You can see it. And the other film did not do that. Okay, I'm gonna go put this into the curing oven. Looks so cute. So I have this in like a bucket back here, and I get a little scoop, and I just kind of do it back here on the ground so I don't get like powder anywhere. Hope you guys can hear me. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you the colors on this because you guys didn't get to, you can't really tell on the sublimation one. Powder on me. So this is what it looks like. You guys can see that. So I haven't cured it yet, but it's going to go on my shirt. Super cute. I love it. Isn't it adorable? Okay, so that I need to heat up. So obviously, I'm pretty sure if you guys have followed me, you guys know about my son, about how we were in the hospital and whatnot. So I am trying to come up with a shirt that I'm going to keep on my website all year round that is basically dedicated towards his condition. And so I don't know if you guys saw the post when we did the walk and all that. I made all those shirts for him. I just quickly made that up one night. So it's not going to be that, but it's going to be a shirt that like anyone can purchase, and all of the proceeds that from those shirts will go towards the foundation of NF. So I'm still in the works on that. I haven't, okay, this is ready. So let's do this. Haven't figured out what I want for that yet, but we will see. I forgot to pre-press the shirt, but whatever, it's my shirt, so I don't really care. Perfect. How's the picture? It looks still fuzzy on my end. Is it fuzzy on your guys' end? Had to refresh. He's cutting out for me too. Sorry guys. When I go live, I will just use my phone next time. I had to redo this live again already. I only have about 25 more minutes on here, so when I go live again, maybe I'll go live tonight. I'm working on some other projects, or if you guys want me to do something else, or I can go live tomorrow. I'm pretty much this week, I'm just kind of working on stuff, just random. And sublimation, if I can remember right, because I haven't done it in forever, you can just peel it off right away. Ooh, so pretty. Ah, cute. I love it. And I also love the ashy shirts because almost it look like, I don't know, it gives it like a more vintage feel. I don't know, it's super, I just love the ash color. So I'm going to be adding, I don't know if I'm adding these shirts because I like them, but I also like more comfy style shirts. I don't really want to add the sublimation shirts that like are unisex. I want more of a girly kind. So this one is It's got like the dolman like style, the cut, and it has like more of like a flowy sleeve, I guess. I like my arms being covered, so I feel like the dolman is really cute and it's flowy. I just really like it. So anyway, I don't know if this is the shirt I'm gonna be adding or not, but we'll see. But that's really cute. I like that. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm gonna change the settings on this to DTF. So I love how I can just go back and forth between these and put it on the setting. So now it's gonna be DTF setting, which is the temperature is gonna go down. So, yeah. Of this shirt, I thought I said 50. Yeah, 50-50. And it's a next level. And I love how soft it is. I just really love like soft material. So I love that. And I wanted to try 50-50 just to see. I want to wash it. So maybe I'll wash it tonight and see how it fades and if it really stays. But I really like if you look right here, let me show you up close, like on the coffee cup, like right here, you can see the ash like through the design, like through the color. And I really like that. I think it looks really cute. And then we'll see what the DTF one looks like. It'll probably look way different. Miranda, I'm gonna list all these. I'm gonna, like I said, I made a mock-up, so I'm gonna put all of the prints that I have in my mock-ups, and I'm gonna list them on my website. So I'm gonna list all these shirts probably on my website, not Etsy, because Etsy's I wanna just keep kids, but my website, I'm gonna do like other stuff with it. Okay, let's heat this up. I'm gonna order that ruler really quick. So you said metal. This one has all jagged edges. It's cool that you just like peel it off from the ruler. I'm just gonna get this one right here. Wait, what size do you think I should get? 12-inch? Yeah, I'm just gonna do a 12-inch one. Okay, I'm gonna get this one real quick. Stainless steel. Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, I can't move the camera every time I move. I'm back here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, I ordered that ruler. Good call on that, because I didn't even know those existed. All right, just waiting for that. I'm going to, so my camera's pointed the other way, but I'm gonna do the maintenance on this printer while that's heating up over there, so I can point you guys this way and move you up so that you can see me. Hold on, give me 1 second. Over there. So I can move the camera around, it's just not ideal. You just put it down on the paper or what in the slot, and you have a bigger than 12-inch, but just slide it down. Okay, cool. Okay, so the maintenance on this printer, a lot of people ask about it. It's super easy. So like when I'm ready to leave for the day, all you do is there's 3 buttons on the front of it. One of them is a power button. One of them looks like a teardrop, which is the ink button. which is basically the maintenance button. And then there's another button that has like, it looks like a paper and a trash can. So that's like your feeder button. So if it gets like messed up or anything like that, or you want to stop the print, you can either abort it on your computer or you can just hit that button and it'll like push it through. Don't ever trust me, I've done it and you never want to do this. If you started and you've aborted it and you bring it out, what I did in the very beginning, made a huge mistake, and I went to go put the paper back in to redo it, but I didn't think before I did that, and the ink was wet because I didn't powder and cure it. So as it went through, the ink went through that was wet. So I had to clean it, and it was a pain in the freaking rear. So don't ever do that. Learn from my mistakes. So anyway, now that that's said, other than that, it's pretty simple. So I'm done using it. I only printed 2 things today, but that's good because I wasn't planning on printing anything anyway. So you press the teardrop button, and it basically moves the carriage around, and then you basically just push the carriage into the center. I wipe the wiper blade off with my liquid that I was using to get my ink off my hands earlier. I put a little bit of that in here. It's basically just like cleaning solution. So I have a dedicated syringe for that. I don't use it for anything else. And I basically just put a little bit in there so it stays clean overnight. Fill it up to the very top. I wipe off the ink from the wiper blade, and that's about it. So this one, I'm gonna look, and it doesn't look like I have to flip it. Maybe I will just for like a minute while I'm doing this. Doesn't really need it. So the wiper blade, I only use it like once, so I'm not even gonna worry about the wiper blade. The solution is the biggest key because when you don't use it overnight or for hours, this is it has an automatic like vibration system to it. So as long as I have like clean fluid in there and it's like constantly going, then that's all you really need to worry about with this machine. So then I'm going to hit that button again, and it's going to calibrate back and forth again. It's going to, what they call like the spitter over here, where they like empty it. And then it empties back here. I don't have to worry about any of that. I just let it do its thing. And then I'm basically done. I just have to shut it off. So this machine, if you're looking for a low maintenance DTF machine, this is the machine for you. When I was researching, I did not want a machine because I know DTF is high maintenance. But with everything else in my shop going on, I wanted to be able to offer DTF, but I didn't want the maintenance of a DTF machine. So this one is as low as you can get for maintenance. Trust me. The only thing is now I want the one with the roll feeder. So okay, so I'm going to turn that off because I have to leave soon. This is done. So the good thing about these are you can literally like print and go. So now this is done. I'm just going to turn that off. Print and press. So now you can hear it emptying in the back. It's just cleaning out the system before it shuts down. It drops the liquid out the back. It goes back and forth a couple of times and then it's done. All done. Okay, so that machine's all clean and done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Will you be working on your spring baby clothing tonight? I'm going to be working on tonight. I probably am going to work on I want to make sweatshirts out of this new fabric that I got. So that's probably one of the things I'm going to work on tonight, making sweaters. And also I need to make more inventory for my Love Bug Boy Valentine one so I can launch my Valentine, because I just have a couple more items that I want to add to it. And then I've already I haven't listed them. I have them all up, but I need to like hit actually like list it. And then, so yeah, I will be working on not spring items, but I'll be working on Valentine's. Okay, so DTF, it's all set. So this is what it looks like. I guess I gotta turn the camera back around again. So I'm just gonna twist it this way. Did I share my new fabric? Which one? I've shared a lot lately, so tell me which one. Not on the live today. Have you guys seen that one? I put it on Instagram. I don't have the item because it was a gift, so I don't have the items here. I can show the fabric though, for sure. So I listed this finally, right? This is the Cowboy Up fabric. So I finally listed it. It's live on my website. I don't think it's live on Etsy because Etsy's on vacation mode, but I wanted it to be live on my website. But this is the new fabric. It's called Cowboy Up. And if you go to my website, you can see the outfit I made for my nephew for Christmas. I made him the dolman tee, I made him the tank top, and I made him the boy shorts. So freaking cute. But I want to make all items in this fabric, so I'll be working on that as well. But I finally got that listed after what, like a year, it feels like. It's so, that ream of fabric, or whatever you call it, bolt of fabric, gives it no justice. Like, you have to see the actual item that I made out of it. Okay, so this is my DTF print that I'm going to use on here. So with the bigger items like this, what I like to do is make sure my sides are all nice and even. And I'm going to just lint roll it right here. And then going to make sure it's nice and centered. You can do this, or what I've done, if I'm in a hurry and I'm doing like a lot of them, I just line up the shoulder seams like this, what I'll do with my bigger items. So it's just fast. It's sometimes not as accurate depending on the way they've sewn it. That's why I was doing it the other way. I just clip that right there. And then what you can do is just line up your side seams. Some shirts don't come with side seams. That's why I was doing it the other way too. But just to make it like that. And then I just kind of do this and then press it. This is the easy way to do it, in my opinion. And if I have a lot of orders to do, this is how I do it. But it's up to you. So that's an easy way to do it. And then I just use this right here, line it up on my center point, put my on. These you can line up like that. I want to cut this edge off. Usually I cut it, but because it's mine, I didn't. Where are my scissors? So I'm just going to cut this edge off because it has a little bit of ink from where it was printed. I'm just going to make sure like there's no ink anywhere. Otherwise it will go on your item that you're pressing. So be careful about that. And then I just take a little bit of this, just like 2 little strips. You don't have to do this. But because this sweater is so big, I just do a little bit on each side so it doesn't move. It's ready. And then that way, you don't have to fuss with like trying to get around the edges on here, making it all perfect. Everyone does it differently. This is just how I do it. It's easy for me to do that way. So. This is also another custom order I have of company shirts that I have to put their logos on. I have projects all over the place, you guys. So these are my DTFs. I do them for 315 at about a 4 pressure for 15 seconds. Then it has to cool, and then I peel it, and then I do it for another like 8 seconds after that. So now we just gotta wait for that to cool. I do like to take it off of there because it takes a longer time to cool if it's on there because this is hot from underneath. So trying to speed up the process right now because I'm on live with you guys. But this is what it looks like. So pretty, I love it. I love coffee. You guys all know that. So anything coffee, I'm like, yep, give it all to me. And these sweaters are super nice. What are the count on these? I don't even know. These ones are, I could do, actually I done the sublimation on here too. It's 40% polyester on this and 60% cotton. So these could be used for sublimation too. Rub it with your other shirt to cook it down faster. Oh, with that one? It's pretty good already. So you can see there's a little shine, and you could leave it like it shiny like that. I wish you guys could feel it. There's literally like, especially after I reheat it. So after I reheat it, there's no shine. So this is on my second setting of DTF, and it's 10 seconds. So I think I was going to change it to like 8 seconds, but it doesn't really matter. You can do it however you want. So you can see it, like you can see the smoke. And so it like got into the fibers of the shirt. There's no sheen anymore. It's like in the shirt, you can see it. So there it is. You can see the little fibers of the sweater in there. I think it's so cute. The difference is look at how vibrant the DTF is compared to the sublimation. So the sublimation is way like softer. So they're both totally different looks, but they're both cute. So it just depends on personal preference on what you like. I think they're both cute. What do you all think? I'm going to turn this off though because I have to go soon. Where did my phone go? Here, I can hold them up so you guys can compare. So this is the sublimation and this is the DTF. Can you see the difference? Can you guys see it? Way more vibrant for DTF. And you can change the vibrancy of it on your settings on your computer, but I like exactly where it is, so I don't ever touch my color settings. I messed and tweaked with it a ton when I first got it, but now I like where it's at, so I've left it. But it is super vibrant compared to this. And also, this isn't 100% polyester, so it didn't take the color like completely like it should. So it probably would be a little bit brighter, but I do like the fact that it is more vintage looking. So again, it's just all personal preference, but I'm super excited to wear this. This is super cute. But yeah, what do you guys think? Should be at least 60% polyester for sublimation, otherwise it fades way too much. Yeah, so this one was only 50. So I'm gonna wash it and dry it and see how it handles. But I'll let you guys know. Can't wait for you to have them listed. Thank you, Miranda. Yeah, I think it's super cute. Maybe I'll try it on, if I go live again, we can reprint it and I'll try it on the sweater to see what the difference is on the sweater versus the shirt. The DTF has white in back to brighten it, but the sublimation lets the shirt show through. Yeah, that's what I actually liked about it, that it looked more vintage and you could see the ash like through the design. I've actually never printed both out at the same time and compared them. So that was pretty cool to be able to see like the difference. I've done each of them. I just never like had them right next to each other on the same design, like looking at it. Like this one looks more of like a brown mauve color. And this one looks more like a pink mauve, like it's so bright. Also, I do 2 passes of white in the back, so I could mess with that and do 1 pass and see if it lessens the color. That'll be interesting to see. Alexa off. That's my alarm that I need to go pick up my kiddos from school. So thank you guys all for being here with me today. That was super fun. I've never done that kind of live where I've just been able to do whatever. So we'll be doing more of those, more experimenting. I do plan on, I've been like trying to figure out a plan. I don't want to commit to like I did, what was it, like 2 years ago, it seems like, the Monday sew along nights, but I do want to do something like maybe like once a month we do a project together or we sew something together, just something like I want to be able to do with you guys. Kind of like what we did today, but more of like a group thing. So I'm going to try to figure that out and see. I'm going to do like a poll and I'll see what the poll is and see what people want and what people don't want. But I want to be a little more just fun active instead of all just work. I'm going to work too, like I always have been. I want to teach more and stuff, but I want to have more fun with it too, because I feel like the more serious it is, the more almost stressful it is. So I want to just be more relaxed and open and do stuff. We all learn from each other. So I just think it's fun that way. So anyway, I have to go pick up my kids, but thank you guys for being here. And I will probably go live again either tonight or sometime this week. So it's really hard for me to schedule it, but I will try my hardest to schedule it so you guys know when I'm going live. But again, have a good day. It was so nice seeing you guys all again today or talking with you all. I love you all. Bye.